Hi guys, long time no talk. I think I said that in my last video too, but so basically I just wanted to make a video letting you guys know what's up, what's going on. From my last week in my life video, you may have like caught on to some hints and stuff, but basically I am moving. On Thursday I am transferring out of FIT, going to school in Atlanta, and I will make like a whole video about why I'm transferring and kind of like my little wrap up of FIT first semester, stuff like that. But yeah, I literally this past month or 3 weeks has been like packing, working, and studying. Like right now is finals week, and one of my 2 finals weeks, one was last week, but this is my last finals this week, and I'm packing like the amount of trips I've like taken to Home Depot and Staples. So far I've shipped 6 boxes. I have like 2 more and then 2 suitcases. Yeah, I never realized how much stuff I had, because when I moved here with 4 suitcases, 2 boxes, and I bought a lot of stuff, especially because I have an apartment. And so I am like moving everything myself, which is very difficult, lots of sweat. Yeah, so I've been packing up my stuff. My dorm is pretty much empty. I still have like 2 boxes to pack and then my suitcases. But yeah, I'm leaving on Thursday. My flight is at 4:15, right after my last final. I'm just gonna like run off to the airport. Literally just like I have not even been able to think about making videos because of finals and this packing and all the stuff that you have to do to like transfer for colleges is insane, along with working, because I'm trying to make that dollar bill before I leave, and just because I haven't worked at my job very long, and I'm leaving, so it sucks. But yeah, that's just kind of like a little update. Yeah, and so a few people asked some questions. I wanted to film because I have like an hour before I have to like get ready for work and go, like a chill hour. So I'm going to answer a few questions that you guys asked me on Instagram a few weeks ago, because I posted and I was supposed to like film a Q&A, and I didn't do that because I'm lazy. No, because I didn't have time. Okay. And this will answer like a few questions about transferring, but I will be making a whole video about why I'm transferring out of FIT. So yeah, stay tuned for that and get excited for like new videos when I move. So yeah. Sammy asked, was it hard adjusting to the college life? And I would say no. Like, it wasn't like hard living on my own or anything, just because like I'm pretty independent as it is. I need chapstick. But the only thing was, for me, I went to a college that I didn't know anyone at, so like it was all about meeting people. So yeah, which didn't really work out in my case. Like, I'll explain that more in my next video. Gracie Woodall asked, how do you make a long distance relationship work? Luckily, we won't be long distance anymore, but like trust and communication is like the most important things. Like communication, like when you're like feeling sad or like jealous or anything like that, like, or else you're gonna like build up like anger and you're gonna like resent the person. So definitely communication, and also just trusting that they will like make the correct decisions and things like that. Sarah asked, has FIT lived up to everything you thought it would be? And I'm gonna say yes and no. Yes, in the aspect of like my classes, what I'm learning. Like, I enjoyed my major, I liked it, I liked what I was learning, but everything else, no. Like, just the people, like, it's it's like, it's not for me. This school's not for me, which sucks because it was my dream, and like you guys saw like when I got in and everything, and I always talked about going here. But you know, you gotta go through things and learn and change from them. So I don't regret coming here, because if I didn't, then I would be like, what if, always, like for the rest of my life. So yeah, yes and no. Zanny Land asked, what advice do you have for anyone applying to FIT or looking to go to school in the city? Keep in mind, it will not be a normal college, like at all. If you want like sports, social events, like Greek life, any like normal college thing, you cannot find that at FIT. Especially not at FIT, but in the city in general, like any school, especially in New York City, like is not a normal college. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you want like the normal college experience, you won't get that at FIT by any means. Beth Tanner M asked, how do you balance school with life with your social life? What I do, I get like my work done as soon as it is assigned. Like I've never really been a procrastinator, and that's just something really important to do. Just like get your stuff done, and then you can have time for like whatever else you want to do. So yeah. What was the hardest thing you had to adjust to, and is living in the city as awesome as you thought it would be? The hardest thing to adjust to was probably, honestly, like no guys here. Like at home, I had like quite a few guy friends. I had a big friend group. Everyone in my school was like pretty friendly. Like you hung out with a lot of people. Like it was just like a friendly environment. And I think that also comes from living in the South. And I'm from Georgia. And is living in the city as awesome as you thought it would be? And yeah, I like love living in New York City, and it's amazing, especially living in Midtown, because you're right, like so close to everything. And if you want to live in New York City, like FIT is like the perfect location. Yeah, I love living in the city. It's so cool. It's so cool. I love it. So the chandelier, is it super expensive living in New York? I feel like every time I go to the city, I drop so much money on trains and food in general, but everything must add up. So it's all about like what like you choose to spend your money on. Overall, like it's pretty expensive. Like the food is more expensive, everything's more expensive. The train is $2.75 each way, which like really adds up actually. But it like if you don't choose to eat out, or if you like walk most places, like it can be less expensive. Obviously you can't get around rent though. Like rent will always be expensive. Like it's just how it is in New York. I live in a dorm, so I haven't like dealt with apartment hunting or anything. But it's all about like what you choose to spend your money on and what you choose not to spend your money on. Like you can budget and have like a frugal lifestyle here. It's just really hard to do because there's so many good food places and so many things to do. But then again, a lot of things that you can do are free. So yeah. What's the biggest difference between your hometown and New York? What store do you wish New York had that you loved in your hometown? I don't know about store. I would say restaurants. I have a lot of restaurants that I miss so much, but I think overall, like going from like the South to the North, it's very different. Southern hospitality is like a real thing, and they don't have that here. Like you run into someone on the street, like you don't say anything, like you don't say sorry or anything, like you just, it's weird. I don't know. So that's the big difference, is just like the people, like the dynamic of people is so different. And the South is definitely like slower, like very much so. But yeah. Do you go to church in New York? Yeah, I I haven't gone like the past 2 weeks because I've just been like packing like a madman. But yeah, I go to Hillsong. It's like near Penn Station, so it's super close to FIT, and it's amazing. It's very similar to my church at home, non-denominational, and like a huge production, amazing messages, awesome music. Even if you like don't go to church, you should definitely try out Hillsong just because of the experience. It's so cool. And they're building like they're in like a venue right now, but they're building a building on Lafayette Street, so I wish I could be here for that. But you probably heard about Hillsong. It's awesome, like so cool. Yes. Was it hard to move so far away? I'm from Florida and considering a school in New York for next fall. Moving here was a challenge, like getting here, and it's like a lot of my friends from home like go to school in Georgia or like close to Georgia, so a lot like they would go home and like my friends would be hanging out and stuff, and I couldn't. Like, I was really fortunate and I came home October, November, and I'm going home December. But I know some people who only going home for Christmas, and so like I'm really lucky in that aspect. But like basically if you want to see your family like or see your friends, you have to pay for plane tickets, and if you get plane tickets like very early in advance, they can be like less expensive, but you know, it's still expensive, and it's still like a whole day. What I did for my flights, I made them at 6 a.m. 6 or 7 a.m. so like I would wake up at like 3, get there, and then I would land at like 9, and so I had the whole day, which I suggest doing. Just like take a 5-hour energy, you'll be fine. But yeah, it's like a process. Everything's a process of getting back home, so if you don't mind that, then I would say go for it, especially in New York, because New York's amazing. But yeah, so those are all the questions I'm going to answer. As you can see, I'm not moving out of the city because I hate New York, because I love New York City. I literally love it, but I'll get into this more in my next video, but my mental health was like not okay, like, and the like sacrificing that just to live in New York City was like not okay with me. So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe and turn my notifications on if you want to see the video of when or why I'm transferring out of FIT. Stay tuned for some Atlanta videos, some Christmas videos, some vlogs. Yeah, and also my boyfriend wants to be in some videos coming up, so that should be interesting. So yeah, follow me on Instagram and everything to see more of my life, because we know I don't post a lot on YouTube anymore. Yeah, but I want that to change, because I'll have my own apartment and everything. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.